There's been no applications for leave of absence. Nobody's notified a declaration of interest. There are no public questions. There are no announcements, petitions, presentations or deputations. We just come to the confirmation of the minutes of the last meeting, which was October. We have somebody move that we confirm the minutes of the October meeting.
Yep.
Joylene, we've got a seconder for that. Right. Preston, all okay? Good. The purchasing card, the employee via purchasing cards, payments by employee, that report's lodged there. There is nothing in there that stands out.
Usual.
Basically, yeah, it's the normal payments of travel and accommodation mostly. So can we have somebody move that we confirm the payments by employees on the credit cards? Preston, Deborah, Joylene, you all right with that? Okay. The CEO report. Have you got anything there that you want to draw our attention to, particular, David?
Nothing really. Probably, yeah, nothing.
Okay, could we have somebody move that we receive the CEO report? Joylene, Deborah, all right with that, Preston? All okay? Now, the resolution register, which reflects the actions that are taken in response to council resolutions. That seems to be progressing reasonably well. Is there anything there you want to make note of, David?
Pretty Mr. President, the only ongoing items to the leasing of properties and associated. So, other than that, the normal operational matters associated. Resolution councils, that's been completed.
Okay, the leases to some extent is not fully under our control at this stage. All the work's been done. We're just waiting for responses. Okay, because we have somebody move that we received the council resolution registered report. Good. Yeah. Preston moved. Deborah seconded. Joylene, all okay? Right, carried. There's an amendment to the budget. Murdoch University do a visiting veterinary service to Warburton and Warracoona, and we used to cover the whole cost of veterinary services as part of the health program. This is actually works well for Murdoch University vet students, and it works very well for us. And our cost in this is reflected in the contribution to their accommodation when they come through. So what this is a variation to the budget to make provision for their accommodation cost. And their accommodation cost comes to about 5,360 for 10 people for the period 15th and 16th of November and the 19th to the 22nd. So could we have somebody move that we do a budget variation to cover the cost of the Murdoch veterinary students' accommodation? Deborah, we got a second to this? Joylene, all okay?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Code of conduct for council members is something that all councils have. I think the town of Port Hedland is having difficulty locating this. It's the code of conduct is the rules that govern the standards for members, for committee members and for candidates. We've had one in place for some time. It's time for it to have been reviewed. It has been reviewed. It's not remarkably different to the old one, I don't think, unless I've missed something.
I understand that tenure for like one of the differences. But there's nothing that's different about it's fundamentally the same.
Yeah, okay, so could we just adopt it as this?
Yeah, there were no changes really.
Okay, could we have somebody move that we adopt the revised or the updated code of conduct, please? Deborah? Preston? Oh, sorry, Matt, I had the phone turned down. It's just adopting the updated code of conduct. So Deborah's moved. Could we get a seconder for that? Joylene? All okay? Yeah. Okay, the Outback Highway Development Council. Preston, you'll remember this from when we went to the Outback Highway Development Council meeting at the National Local Government Week. They had a group of people there called Collard Forge who were basically emceeing the event. And they were doing sort of promotional work for the Outback Way or coordinating services and that kind of thing. And sometimes it's a bit hard to see the value in these things. Now, they've come back to the Outback Highway Development Council and said they would like to get a further contribution of $3,500 from us, Winton, Boulia, Alice Springs, have already approved their involvement. But I don't know, what do you think of this one, David? Is this one we're locked into to be neighbours? I think it's going to be pretty difficult to have one standing out.
True. So my understanding is that Labor will be contributing. The only two member councillors that haven't contributed yet are Girls and Labor. So it is recommended that we proceed with contributing the additional $3,500, but that is the remaining amount to finish the project. So there won't be any further expenditure relating to this particular project. So.
Okay, could we have somebody, having said that, it is one where we've got neighbours spread from pretty much Winton all the way back down through the centre of Australia to Laverton, so this does become something of an issue, being able to work and cooperate with people over that distance. So the recommendation is that we do go forward with this and we approve an additional expenditure of $3,500 towards the completion of the Outback Highway Development Council plan and blueprint. Do we have a mover, please? You happy to move, Deborah? Deborah's moved. We got a second. Joylene, all okay? All right, Preston? You okay with that? Operational reports. Yeah, this one's basically pretty straightforward. Is there anything that you want to draw our attention to there that's going to cause any issues? Okay, could we have somebody move that we receive the operational report? Preston, Joylene, Deborah, all okay? Yeah. The environmental health building report. Well, of course, we have me here with us today. I wouldn't be expecting him to make any sort of reports at this stage because he's fairly early in his career with us.
It will be a report.
Yeah.
It's been done this week. All meetings on site.
Well, just to recognise that Bing's here and they continue to be on board, which is a good thing. So, good. Okay, can we have somebody move that we receive the Environmental Health and Building Services report? Joylene? Deborah? All okay, Preston? Okay. Corporate and Community Services report. Okay, the next item is the council received the monthly payment listing for October. That's 1,222,000. One thing that has happened that's worth notifying is there's obviously money in wheat because we were paying out a fair amount of money in grading. And about 4 weeks ago, the construction crew, with the agreement of council, headed off to cart wheat for a couple of months, for 6 weeks, which takes them out of the program. Now, there must be money in wheat. I know Western Australia's harvested an extra million tonne of wheat that they weren't expecting. So that means the expenditure's been a bit quieter over that period. So anyway, all the wheat carting is pretty much over early in the new year, so they'll be back at work, and we still should be able to finish all our projects by the 30th of June and meet our obligations. So could somebody move that we receive the monthly payment listing for October? Jolene? Deborah, you happy to support that, Preston? Well, okay, good. Now, senior staff prepare a monthly financial report for us for the period ending on the 1st of October. That report is ready, is part of the attachments and also up on the wall. But essentially, this is a report that staff put forward to us as a true record of what we've been doing in the last 12 months, the last month, year to date. So could we have somebody confirm that we've received the monthly financial report for the period ending in the 31st of October? Joylene? You happy to second that, person? Okay, all right, receive the report. We have no business of an urgent nature admitted by decision. This is something I'm not aware of. We don't have any confidential items. No. The next meeting is on Wednesday, the 17th of December, so it's a week earlier than we would normally have that. So that's on Wednesday, the 17th of December. Yeah, if you can just make a note of that, person, that'd be good. I think it's about a week after the Yarndetta Council's meeting. Okay, well, look, thank you everybody for your time. That completes the business. Okay, thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.